Three, two. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to CBJ Sports. This week, a little different. Me and CJ, we got Curtis and Zach, some friends that we grew up with, talked some sports. We missed yesterday, Sunday, the London game. Billy's a Dolphins fan, so he couldn't really roll with it because he was up at 9:30, but not for the podcast. Shocker. But we're going to start in college football and work our way down. Best wins of the weekend, worst loss of the weekend. My first best win, Georgia over Kentucky. I think they solidified their spot that they're the best team in the country. I think best win for me was easy.
Best one I just took. I took Purdue beating Iowa. I mean, I know they're unranked. They're not going to get there, but I mean, you still beat number 2 team in the country. The team Iowa had a lot of hype around.
Yeah, Curt.
How to go with Oklahoma State? I mean, they solidified themselves as a definite Big 12 contender. They're 6-0. Them and Oklahoma at the top.
Yeah, Zach.
Hey, I got to go with the Tigers on this one, dog. You know we needed that one. My boy had to miss the field goal. We had to take it home, man. We needed that one.
That's facts. Much needed. Much needed for Clemson fans to stay sane for the week and not lose to Syracuse. Worst loss of the weekend. This was tough all the way around, but I went with the game that Curtis talks about with Texas. I think that's it hurts because Texas felt like it was so close to beating Oklahoma. You turn around and lose to Oklahoma State, and your season's kind of done almost. You're not going to play in a big bowl. You're just kind of right back where you were if you're a Texas fan. CJ?
Mine's the same. I took Iowa losing to Purdue.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Their offense just was not doing anything that game.
Yeah, especially after beating Penn State.
Yeah.
I go with Arkansas. I mean, they started off 4-0, beat A&M in Texas. Now they're on a 3-game losing streak. How are they going to turn that around?
Sounds like the Panthers. Bad.
I got to go with the Iowa game, man. It's like you're the number 2 team in the country, put up 7 points against an unranked team. It's like, what happened?
Yeah, that's facts. I was going to talk about a team for best win of the weekend, but I'm going to get to talk about them in the top 4. Top 4 predictions come the last day of the year. So there's the last 4 teams standing. We're going to work our way down. So start at 1 and go all the way down. My number 1 is Georgia. I think it's clear cut. I don't think they're going to lose a game this year. The quarterback is a little questionable because Stetson Bennett can throw interceptions, but I think Georgia's got it set for the rest of the year.
Yeah, I got Georgia at 1.
Georgia.
Yeah, it's Georgia all day, man, because I was thinking Alabama and Georgia was never going – they wasn't going to get touched all season, and then Alabama let A&M put 40 on them, and so now it's really just Georgia.
That's facts.
It's really just Georgia now.
Yeah, that's facts. 2 is maybe the biggest thing that I've had to say as a college football fan. I think Cincinnati's got 2. I think if they go undefeated, there's no way they go down. They're already at 2 now. When it comes to the CFB playoff rankings, we'll see where they really are. But I think they're definitely up there, and I'm going to put them at 2.
Yeah, I got them at 2 too. That's a good football team.
And unless they just completely screw up in one of their remaining games, I think who's their toughest game remaining? Is it SMU?
Yeah, so it's really bad.
Yeah, I don't really see them fumbling the game like that, so I think they'll stay at 2.
Zach? Zach, you're 2.
No?
You're 2.
Definitely Cincinnati, bro, for sure.
Yeah, Desmond Ridder, I think, looks good. I think he's gaining draft stock at Cincinnati, which kind of scares me.
That defense is always dominant.
Yeah, that's facts. All the returning starters. 3, I have Oklahoma. I think Caleb Williams is a turnaround for that team. The offense can work. I think Oklahoma wins the Big 12. Maybe, I don't know. I think they beat everyone else in the Big 12. I think they stay at 3. CJ?
Yeah, I got Oklahoma at 3 just because Spencer Rattler's not playing.
Yeah, Rattler's a goof, man. Is he going to transfer? Does anybody know if he's going to transfer?
I think he's just going to go to the draft. You're
going to draft him.
Yeah, but I think that's so he knows, like, someone will take a shot on him. I don't
No
know.
one's drafting him, dude.
Y'all got Oklahoma at 3?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
Yeah, Oklahoma
got
at 3
to.
for sure.
Yeah.
I don't see Oklahoma State beating them. They have it pretty easy the rest of the way.
Yeah. Well,
Caleb
4 and
Williams
5.
provided a big spark.
Yeah, I like that. 4 and 5 is where it gets a little too close for comfort because it comes down to, is someone from the Big Ten going to take that spot, or are you going to keep the SEC in? I have the SEC at 4 and 5. I have Alabama at 4, and we can go ahead and say 4 and 5. I have Alabama at 4. Their only loss being Texas A&M and Georgia. I think that's a 2-loss Alabama team. I think they lose to Georgia and still get in. And 5, I have Kentucky. The only loss of the year is going to be Georgia, but they're not going to be able to put them in over Alabama because if you look at the teams, you know deep down inside that Kentucky's not Alabama. So I think that's how it's going to end up. 4 Alabama, 5 Kentucky.
I got my 4 is really questionable. I got Michigan at 4.
Ooh,
I think they beat Ohio State this year and then win the Big Ten.
I like it. Who you got at 5?
Alabama.
Sure.
yeah, 4. I'm gonna have to go with Ohio State. I don't think the Big Ten, like Michigan and Michigan State, those are undefeated Big Ten teams. I don't see them being defeated. I mean, Michigan and Michigan State, they're gonna play each other. I think Michigan, they're gonna beat Michigan State, but I don't think they have what it takes to beat Ohio State.
I like it.
And Penn State too, they're not. They're not.
Yeah, they lost to Iowa. I think they're out.
And at 5, Oregon.
I like that one. All right. Zach, 4 and 5.
I'm gonna go Ohio State 4 and then Alabama 5 because I definitely think Georgia's probably gonna beat them.
Yeah. See, that's what I had to come down to is if they're going to let a 2-loss Alabama team in the playoffs. And that's the only team I could see them putting in with 2 losses. So that's kind of why I rolled with it. A team that's still undefeated, but we don't know if they're there yet. Is Wake Forest for real? Can they win the ACC? I'm going to say no, just because if they somehow win a side, I feel like whoever comes out the other side. Before I say this, which side is Wake Forest on?
Atlantic.
So they're on Clemson's side.
Yeah.
So they're gonna still have to beat Clemson and
NC State.
Okay, that's gonna be in my. I don't think they win either of those games. CJ.
I mean, I don't even want to answer it. I don't know. I really just don't know. It just depends if
JCC's up for
DJ wants
grabs.
to throw the football.
Yeah, that's facts. Kurt.
I mean, they have a good offense. They have a good coach. They don't have many good players. I mean, NC State, I think it'll be a good game. I think they can beat Clemson because Wake Forest has a good offense. Clemson doesn't. But that's still a toss-up game. It's in Death Valley, right?
Yeah.
Are they a legitimate contender for the ACC? Yes. Will they win it? That's the question.
Yeah, that's facts. Zach.
I definitely think they can beat Clemson, as much as it hurts to say. But I don't know if they're for real or not yet because I don't know. The ACC is just kind of wishy-washy always.
Yeah, we talked about Heisman a few weeks ago, and Josh brought up that Sam Hartman can win Heisman if he wins the ACC. I thought that was a little outlandish, but they're undefeated still.
Yeah, they're 6-0, but they're ranked 16th. So
yeah.
Say they do win it. Say they go 13-0, win the ACC championship. Are they getting in over 12-1 Ohio State?
Yeah,
there's no way.
12-1
There's no way
Michigan.
they even get like top 6.
Now,
but then Wake Forest fans can be like, "You let Clemson in? You
Wake
let
Forest don't have
Clemson
fans.
in?" That's facts.
I mean, we'll see what the committee does. I mean, I'd put them in just because they haven't lost, but
yeah, I agree. I think if you're
that's
undefeated,
if they win out, that's not.
Yeah, I don't think they'd be Clemson or NC State, in my opinion. So we'll see how the cookie crumbles. Talking about Sam Hartman winning Heisman, updated Heisman favorite. I'll let CJ start and come back around the table and cap it off with me.
I'm just gonna stick on mine. I still got Bryce Young. I mean, he does everything out there on the football field.
I like it, Kurt.
I would say the easy one, Matt Corral, but if Pitt wins the ACC, I've got Kenny Pickett.
I like that. Zach?
I'm definitely going Bryce Young, man. It's like he's the next Russell Wilson, it looks like, out there. So I got to go with him.
I like it. I'm going to go with the best defensive player on the best football team in America. I'm going to go Jordan Davis, defensive tackle at Georgia.
No way.
He's
a beast, but
ginormous, and if he gets enough stacks, I think he can get it. I think they're going to have to look at the best team in America, and if you're a Heisman, you have to be the best player on the best team in America. Yeah, they're probably going to give it to a quarterback, but I think Jordan Davis could steal one as a defensive tackle.
That'd be amazing.
That would be so great. Pick 'em. Me and CJ are kind of catching back up. We're 12. I'm 12-9. CJ's 9-5. Well, I only have 3 games on the schedule because this week's a little bit of a wash college football wise. It's kind of a reset button. But the first one is Oregon UCLA. I'm going to go UCLA. They started off hot. Oregon has the one big win against Ohio State, but they've kind of fell off in the past couple of weeks. I'm going to go UCLA to steal one.
I got Oregon beating UCLA. I don't think DTR is going to play that good.
Yeah, same. I've got Oregon beating them. I mean, they've had a couple like sleeper games. I mean, they lost to Stanford, barely beat Cal, final seconds. But they're going to be amped up for this game. UCLA is a good team. They're playing Chip Kelly, former coach there. They're going to be amped up to play. They're going to be ready. I got Oregon.
I like it. Zach?
Calling UCLA game-winning field goal, man. Oregon's going out sadly.
I 100% agree with that. Second game, Tennessee, Alabama. This is a game that is talked about every year. Tennessee hasn't beat them since Trent Richardson was in elementary school. Tennessee is kind of figured out offensively, but last week the defense looked terrible against Ole Miss, and obviously they have a problem with keeping trash in their hands and not putting it on the football field.
Yeah,
so
golf ball slingers.
So if Nick Saban puts
Mustard
up 50, that might happen again. I'm going to say it's not going to be a blowout because Bama's defense does not look good, and Tennessee's kind of figuring out the offensive side of the football. I'm going to go Bama by 10.
Yeah, I got Bama beating Tennessee.
Yeah, it's probably not going to be a blowout. I think Tennessee can put up points, 42-24 maybe, but Bama's
yeah.
I like Tennessee. I'm Tennessee after Clemson, but I definitely think it's going to be like a 40-point blowout, man. Because they didn't look good at all on Ole Miss until after the half. So really, there's no way to stand a chance on Bama.
Yeah, I could see both things happen. I think Tennessee's kind of almost there, but Nick Saban's kind of pissed off, so he might put up 70. Clemson Pitt, Kenny Pickett, a Heisman contender, playing against a Clemson team that's kind of struggling. This is kind of like Zach was talking about the Syracuse game. It feels like a must-win if you want to keep it rolling momentum-wise if you're Clemson. I'm going to take Clemson off defense. Kenny Pickett always looks bad against Clemson for me. I think Clemson's defense steals one. I think they score 14 defensively also. I'm going to take Clemson close.
I got Pitt winning this one. Those it hurts to say. I think they win by 7.
Curt?
Yeah, I'm going to take Pitt too. I mean, who'd they lose to? Western Michigan. I mean, that was a disaster. They should be 6-0 right now. Offense looks good. Defense has picked it up. I mean, they shut down Virginia Tech last week. I'll take Pitt.
I like it. Thanks.
I got to go with the Clemson blowout, man. We're fired up. We're not losing another game.
I really think that Clemson's going to win this football game. I think defensively, I think they're just too good. Kenny Pickett is a Heisman contender, but it is Kenny Pickett, if we got to be honest. So we'll see what happens Saturday.
I just don't think Clemson's any good against the pass. They got lit up by whoever that nobody is for NC State.
That is facts. I think it's going to be fun to watch Saturday. Saturday is kind of an iffy day, so Clemson Pitt's going to be a nice little cap off to the Saturday. Moving on to the NFL. Yesterday, I had to watch the Panthers lose in overtime. CJ, the Bills play tonight. Zach, the Steelers stole one, and Curt, I mean, I feel like the Lions are the Lions.
Let me come out. Me and Curtis.
Before
the season started. We jumped ship, man.
We had the bandwagon.
I remember.
Kurt's not a Lions fan. I'm not a Steelers fan. we're both LA Rams fans, man.
At least for this year.
I remember you telling me that after week 1.
Hey, we had to, man.
Yeah,
Big
Matthew
number 9.
Stafford.
Got to.
Well,
Ride or die.
that's facts. Well, this is gonna be a little awkward because I made this question for KJ, and now Zach is here, and he's not a Steelers fan anymore. What should the Steelers do regarding the QB situation in the future? I'm gonna start off because I feel like there's a little process that has to happen. I think they have to give Dwayne Haskins a shot before the season ends to see if they really want to keep him. If not, stop winning football games as fast as possible and try to steal a guy like Des Ridder or a guy up top that's going to be a Matt Corral early. Because you're going to have to replace Big Ben with a first-round draft pick quarterback. You have everything else. I think that's the only way you move on from this. You have to let go of Big Ben.
Yeah, they're gonna have to trade up or something, let them sit behind Big Ben for like a year and then throw them in there. But I mean, they're definitely gonna have to draft one within these next 2 years.
Curt?
Yeah, I mean, Big Ben, he's not cutting it. I would until he just like the Cleveland game last year in the playoffs. He looked completely washed. He has another game like that. Sit him for Haskins immediately. He doesn't have it anymore. And then draft a quarterback. Do what you need to do. Lobby after Aaron Rodgers in free agency. Do something.
That's facts. Zach?
Here's my take on it, bro. See, I can't beat the Steelers fan out of me, so I still got to feel the way I do. I think what needs to happen is they need to push Big Ben out. We don't need to give Haskins a chance. We don't need to give Rudolph a chance. We need to get them all out, and we need to draft somebody and do something, man, because that Big Ben $25 million contract ain't cutting it, man.
That hurts.
that hurts
He
the
can't
soul.
He can't even throw the
get
ball
nobody good.
30 yards, man.
That hurts the soul.
I wouldn't pay him $25,000. Not $25 million.
Hell
No,
no,
$25, period.
Dude.
Can't get
And
nothing.
even if he does throw it far, bro, it's a duck, man. It's just going 10 yards away from
So
the
why
drag
that-
I've
It
never seen
is.
Najee Harris be mad. He missed him on a drag route, and Najee Harris stood there with his hands up for a good 10 seconds. I was like,
Dude, he threw one to Claypool right over his head, and Claypool was just like, "What the?" Dude, what?
That's the one I was mentioning, bro. Like just throwing it way over 6'5", 6'6" guys' heads, man.
yeah, I completely agree. We're going to skip the hot take upset of the week because it already happened. Unless someone wants to say they're a Titans fan for the night, which CJ will probably have something to say about that one. But there's always a team that starts off hot and finishes off poor, or a team that starts off bad and finishes in the playoffs. So we're going to do both of those teams. A team that goes from good to bad. Sorry, I know you're hopping on the bandwagon, but the bandwagon's going to burn shit midseason because Matthew Stafford may not stay healthy. I'm going to take the Rams to fall off before the season ends. I just don't think Matthew Stafford's hand is still okay, and it's always a problem. And defensively, me and CJ have agreed that we thought this was the best defense in the league, and they have looked terrible in the first half of the season. I don't know what Aaron Donald is doing. Gavin Ramsey has been getting burned. I just don't think the Rams are going to be able to make the playoffs with that division and just how good the NFC looks.
I got the Seahawks always start out. They go good to bad. I mean, every year they always start out hot, and then like second half of the year, it's like they forget how to play offense or put up points. And they have the worst defense in the league. It's bad.
I agree. Curt?
I think the Bengals, they're 4-2 right now. I don't think they have the players or the depth right now to go a full 16 season and win 10 games. So I'd say like 7 or 9, 8-8.
Zach?
I'm gonna go Tampa Bay, man. I think they're gonna have a shit rest of the season, and I think Brady gets beaten like the first round or something, man.
I could add the Bucs have not looked like perfect to me in any sense. I think the defense also, like the Rams, has kind of looked bad. And now we move on to a team that started out bad and it's going to finish good. And I have to go with a team that has the best quarterback in that situation, and I have to go with the Chiefs. They're going to make the playoffs. They're going to figure it out. I think the team's too good to mess up. Patrick Mahomes has looked off in a sense with interceptions, but I have to go Chiefs to be able to make the playoffs. CJ?
I don't even This. Oh my God, my dog, dude. Y'all go.
Kurt.
Take the Niners. They haven't looked good. Wishy-washy QB situation, but they're going to figure it out. Trey Lance is going to settle in, or Jimmy G's going to come back. They've got enough talent on that team to at least get into a wild card.
Zach.
I'm going with you, Blake. I got the Chiefs, man. Ain't no way Patty Mahomes and Kelsey and all of them ain't getting in the playoffs and doing something. So
Yeah,
I got to go with that for sure.
I completely agree. I think I don't know what Patrick Mahomes' problem has been in the first couple of weeks, but it hasn't looked good at all. The defense looks bad.
What's he got, like 7 interceptions?
Yeah, dude, he's throwing that thing up.
Dude, the pick where he just throws it in the air, I've never seen anything like it.
He did something like that against the Chargers a couple of weeks ago, bro.
Kelsey over there somewhere.
Yeah, 100%. CJ, did you have a bad to good team?
I had the 49ers. I think eventually they're just not going to care anymore, so they're just going to start airing the ball out with whoever's going to play quarterback for them later in the year.
Tell Kyle Shanahan to quit running the ball with Trey Lance. You fucking rookie.
Yeah.
Facts. Hurts and Elijah Mitchell and Trey Sermon are your running backs at the moment, so maybe they'll get it figured out. I think the defense is good there also. Talking about defense, top 3 corners in the NFL. None of these are names that I would think I would have put it here at this point in the season. We're going to start from 3 and go to 1. My 3 is controversial, but he has the most yards allowed in the NFL. Trayvon Diggs is 3. I had to put him up there because he has the most picks, 2 touchdowns, but he gives up so many yards every single week. He gets burnt on every other route that he runs. I have to put him up there with the picks, but he's going to be 3 for me.
I have him at 3 too. I think. I got him in there because of the picks, but like last night, like he had a pick 6 yesterday, and then literally the next play he gave up like an 80-yard bomb and took it to the crib. I was like, oh my God.
Sure.
Number 3, I'm gonna go with Casey Hayward for the Raiders. He's been locked down all year. Big surprise.
Like it, Zach?
What was this topic again? The
Top
best
3 corners. Yeah.
Okay.
We're starting at 3.
Oh man, it's tough.
This is something I did right before.
Yeah, I don't even know who 1 or 2 are going to be, honestly.
I definitely gotta go either Tre'Davious White or give it to Marlon Humphrey on the Raiders or the Ravens, man.
That was tough for me too. I was about to pick Marlon Humphrey here.
Yeah.
Yeah, my 3's Humphrey, man. My 3's Humphrey.
So yeah, I agree with that because my 2 is Marlon Humphrey. I think he's been really good. I think the Ravens as a defensive core has looked amazing. Everett has looked good at the other side of Marlon Humphrey. I got to go Humphrey 2.
I got Byron Murphy at 2 for the Cardinals.
I like it.
I got Marshawn Lattimore with the Saints. Saints defense looked pretty good this year. Shut down Green Bay week 1. He's always been a solid lockdown corner.
Yeah.
Good this year.
2, I'm gonna go with Ramsey, man. Gotta go with Ramsey for 2. You were right, Blake. He is getting burnt a couple times, but he's just playing all over the field, so he's not just playing that same wide out corner spot. So I think he definitely got the 2 spot.
Yeah, and my 1 is probably the shocking of the 3. I have a rookie at 1. Pat Surtain has looked the best corner in the NFL so far this year. He's locked up number 1s all year long. If I wasn't going to put Pat Surtain here, Asante Samuel would have been in my top 3. But I got to go Pat Surtain. He looks lengthy, long. Him and JC are going to battle for that class's corner for a long time. But Surtain's took the upper hand in the first half.
I'm gonna put Byron Murphy at 1.
You just put Byron Murphy at 2.
Oh, I meant I was looking at my thing. I meant to say
okay, Byron Murphy 1, 2, 3. That's all we need to say.
I'm putting Marlon Humphrey at 1.
There we go. Kurt.
Shit. Number 1, that's a tough one. I mean, all the top corners from last year, they haven't been looking as good this year.
They look terrible.
Dude, like Gilmore, Jair, and Ramsey. I don't even have them in this top three. I'm gonna go with damn, who's been that good this year? Like, I want to say Diggs, but no.
It's so hard.
We'll go with the rookie, like you said, Asante Samuel with the Chargers. That secondary has been on it.
And I'm gonna go Surtain, man. I was gonna ask Blake, who's that new rookie for the Panthers that's killing it out there, man. He really is a dog. And Trayvon Diggs too, yeah.
Yeah. I think Pat Surtain's looked perfect so far. Talking about Carolina, that's the last topic before we talk about tonight. What should Carolina do regarding Christian McCaffrey? In my opinion, as a Panthers fan, yes, Christian McCaffrey is a generational talent, but you can't keep paying money to a guy that's not on the football field. Chuba Hubbard has looked amazing so far. Yes, he drops passes out of the backfield, but he's had 100 almost in both of his debut games. If you give Christian McCaffrey another season and he gets hurt again, I think that's when you cut the leash and you try to find a trade for Christian McCaffrey and get as much as you can out of it. Because in the NFL, running backs are the most expendable at the position, so you can move on easily without paying the money that you have to pay for a guy like McCaffrey.
Yeah, I think if he gets hurt one more time going into next year, I think you have to. You just can't keep paying him that much money to get hurt.
If you expect him to get hurt, I mean, I try and get some trade value out of him. I mean, I don't know what his problem is, why he gets hurt all the time. Bad stretching, he's not working out enough, he's made out of glass, whatever the reason. I mean, you give him a few more chances this season, but coming into next season, you don't. He gets hurt next season, he's got to go get cut, get traded, something.
Yeah, and I hate this because I'm a Christian McCaffrey in fantasy, but I don't think the Panthers will ever stop paying him. So if he gets up and gets healthy, that they're gonna put their money in him every single time.
Such a big piece of the offense, though.
Yeah, because he's Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, I think Joe Brady's job gets a lot easier when Christian McCaffrey's on the field. When he's not on the field, Joe Brady's like, "Oh my God, what do we do? How do we move the football?" Yeah, Sam Darnold's like, "Oh my God, I don't have Christian McCaffrey to throw to at the backfield."
Oh, I can't throw it 2 yards for a check down. What do I do? Oh no.
Yeah, he feels like Teddy Bridgewater all of a sudden. Talking about what I said after is Buffalo, Tennessee tonight, score predictions and how the winner wins the game. I'm going to go Buffalo 20-13. I think it's low scoring. I think Tennessee's defense shows up. I think Josh Allen has an off night, but not too bad of an off night. I think Devin Singletary is going to be the wild card in this game. I think he has a big night rushing the football. That's been Tennessee's bad, like not be able to stop all year long is the running attack. I think Devin Singletary has a big game. Derrick Henry gets stopped, but I'm going to go Buffalo 2013. CJ?
I got it 30-17. I just Tennessee's defense is just not that good this year. I don't think their offense is that good either. Our defense is like first in the NFL. But, I mean, if we stop Derrick Henry, we'll be straight. He's never had a 100-yard rushing game on us before, so that's good. But, I mean, if we stop him, I'm not worried about us putting up points.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, this game last year, Tennessee versus Buffalo, when Josh Norman got sunned by Derrick Henry. I don't think they're too happy about that highlight reel. Bills are. They're going to come out fired up. Defense could play a lot better. Josh Allen, he's been on a tear. Dawson Knox. See them show out, I think, 34-10 Bills. Because Tennessee's defense is not like that either. Not that
good. I'm taking the Bills like 35-14, man, because I don't think Tannehill's going to throw over 200 yards, and I think Allen's going to have like a 5-touchdown night tonight. So I think it's going to be a blowout.
I could 100% see that happening. I think Buffalo's going to have a big night. What, CJ, will that make them 5-1, right?
Yeah.
5-1. So I think it's like them and the Ravens at the top of the AFC right now. I think it's going to be a fun show down the road. That's going to wrap up the NFL. We have two more, the MLB and the NBA, because the NBA starts this week. The MLB Series Predictions for the Astros, Red Sox, and the Braves, Dodgers. I have Red Sox in 6 and Braves in 5. I don't think the Dodgers. I mean, we just saw the best pitcher the Dodgers had and they lost. So I'm going to go Braves in 5, Red Sox 6. I think that's about it.
Yeah, I think Red Sox Astros are going to 7 though.
I got Red Sox Astros in 7, and the Braves are just dominating the Dodgers. They could win in 4.
Yeah. Zach,
What was the question again?
series
Braves.
predictions for the Braves, Dodgers, and Red Sox Astros.
See, I'm gonna get some help for this. I don't really know
Hey,
that much, but my boy right here does.
Hey, what was the question again?
Series predictions for Braves, Dodgers, and Red Sox Astros.
I think the Braves is going to beat the Dodgers, really. The way they had their 2 walk-offs back-to-back, that's just crazy to me. And the Astros, I hope the Astros lose, really.
Yeah.
Because they
could
cheating all the time. They're going to cheat
bang
again.
on some trash cans and maybe hit some more home runs.
For real.
Bet. Moving on to the NBA, way too early awards: Rookie of the Year, MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, Most Improved, and Coach of the Year. We'll start at Rookie of the Year. I think it's going to be Jalen Green. I wanted to say Cade Cunningham, but I'm going to go Jalen Green just of what I've seen so far.
Oh my God, with the dog.
Curt.
Yeah, I got to go Jalen Green too. None of the other rookies impressed me in the preseason all that much.
Yeah, I'm going Jalen Green too. I think that he's going to get all those minutes on the Rockets, and he's got all that time to show everybody what he's got. So,
Yeah, I 100% agree. Next one, I mean, the biggest one, MVP. Who wins it? If you want to give a reason, you can. It hurts to say this. I think Trae Young is going to have a 35-point per game kind of year. I think Trae Young is going to pop off. I hate the way he plays, but he's also too good for me to say he's bad. I think he does it in Atlanta. I think Atlanta's one of the best teams in the East this year. I got Trae Young MVP. CJ? Yeah, CJ, you just came back to me saying Trae Young's winning MVP.
Ooh, I think Luka gets MVP this year. I think they finally give it to him. I just don't think Trae Young's I don't know if he averages 35. They're just not going to give him those calls that he did last year. The rule they're changing. But you never know.
Sure.
A lot. With all the controversy around Kyrie, he's probably not going to play for the Nets this year. I think if Kevin Durant, he's going to have a really good season. I got Kevin Durant with MVP.
Thanks.
Luka carrying the Dallas Mavericks this season all the way to the chip.
I like that.
We got 2 races.
Big Luka.
I think they have to move on from Kristaps for them to get a chip. I think he can win MVP, but not a chip.
Yeah, he can have like a Westbrook MVP style season where his team blows and he just carries it on his back.
Yeah, I think
that'd be the city all over his back.
Yeah, I 100% agree.
The whole Shark Tank too. What do you say?
Defensive Player of the Year. I'm going to go with Giannis. I think he comes back and wins it. I think he's one of the best defensive players that we've ever seen. If not him, I think it's Rudy again. But I think the same list could be moved on into the next year. I'm going to go Giannis.
I'm going Ben. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going with Giannis on this one.
Anthony Davis. They got all these new weapons, Carmelo, Westbrook. You got LeBron. I mean, he's still going to be an offensive option, right? But he's going to have more time or more energy to focus on the defensive end with all the new free agent additions. I got Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
I got Giannis as well, man. Have y'all seen him pulling up for stand-up threes and stuff, man?
His 2K play about to be crazy.
He might just win the
Bucks and
MVP
quit.
too, man.
Quit.
I 100% agree. Most improved. This is a little biasy, but I got to go Lonzo Ball. I think he's going to have a big year. I think he's going to average more points, 10-plus assists. I think the Bulls are going to be a playoff team. I got to go Zoe.
Yeah, I'm going longer on this one too. I think he played pretty. He had career stats last year, but I think he's going to be better this year over there in Chicago.
He didn't play too well last year, but I got Michael Porter Jr. Everybody expected big things.
Yeah,
out of him
he was
last
supposed
year.
to win it last year.
Yeah, they expected so many big things out of him last year, and he just didn't provide. So he's going to come out. He's been talking about how hard he's been working. He's been training. He's been working. I think he's got it. They're going to need him.
Yeah, I think Porter definitely has a better season this year. And or I don't want to go with Lonzo, but I am gonna go with the Bulls, Mr. Caruso, man. Look at him out there.
Well, he looks good. I'm kind of shocked. That's one guy I wasn't really like excited that the Bulls signed. I was like, oh my gosh, we have a distraction, and now it's Caruso. But he's looked
He's
good
locked
so
down.
far. Yeah, he's athletic. He
Looks good so far.
Coach of the year, I'm going to stick in Chicago. Billy Donovan, if he makes the playoffs, has to win Coach of the year. I think they win enough games to make the playoffs. I don't know if that's enough to win Coach of the year, but I think he gets it just with how good the Bulls are going to be this year.
I'm going Eric Spoelstra with the Heat.
That's
Good
an
coach.
underrated team.
New coach for the Pacers, Rick Carlisle. They didn't make the playoffs last year. I think they're getting a 3 or 4 seed this year.
Yeah, and I would either go with Billy Donovan because I really think the Bulls are going to be like that this year. And I honestly, if everybody stays healthy for the Warriors and they win a bunch of games, it could go Steve Kerr's way too.
Yeah. Kurt, who is the guy that the Pacers traded for that's going to get to play this year?
What do you mean?
From the Nets.
Is it Elise Johnson?
No, we have Elise Johnson. Who did the Pacers pick up and he was like hurt or he was like
Karis LeVert. That's
Karis
right.
LeVert. Yeah. I think that's
He'd have
going to
a
be
big-
huge for the Pacers this
Big
year.
addition.
I think that's going to be huge. I think he's going to have a big year in Indiana.
I
Because
think
he was
if,
showing out before he hurt his back or whatever, wasn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah, when Kyrie and KD were hurt, bubble, he was going crazy.
Yeah.
I think if O'Shea Brissett too, he showed out in the play-in tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He can keep that up off the bench.
Yeah, I think that team's going to be a shocker team if they get a 3-4 seed.
Preseason. First round pick a couple years ago, Goga Badatse. Big old Turkish dude. No, he's in Georgia.
Yeah.
Big old dude. He's going to have a good year. Skilled.
Goga. Talking about rookies, young guys, we're going to cap it off with rookie player comparisons from guys in the past. We're going to go Cade Cunningham, Jalen Green, Jalen Suggs, and Evan Mobley. Start off with Cade Cunningham. I'm gonna say this, but he's a faster Luka. He can do everything on the court. He can play make just as good. He can score from the three. He can get to the paint. He's big. He's just a faster Luka, in my opinion.
Yeah. We're talking about Cade, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's who I got. I got Luka. They're both really good at they got a good offensive skill set.
I'm going to go old school, Penny Hardaway. He's got that big frame for a point guard, athletic, score anywhere on the court.
Zach.
I don't know much about Cade Cunningham, but I know that he was way bigger than I thought he was at first. But I like the Kurt's Penny Hardaway. He looks like a big guard that can move around real nice with it.
I like it. Jalen Green. This is a little out there because he's a little taller and he plays a 2. But he reminds me of Russ when he first settled in. He's got the tenacity. He's got the go to the rim, the athleticism that is out of the gym. I think Jalen Green is a young Russell Westbrook.
I compared him to Zach LaVine. Both really, really athletic. Shoot the ball pretty good, but both can really finish good around the rim.
Yeah, Kurt.
I was going to pick Luka for Jalen Green. I mean, that dude's a beast at the rim, dribble around, get buckets, but his shot's not all there yet.
Yeah.
Kind of like with Luka.
Zach.
Yeah, Jalen Green is just gonna be like a Luka for sure. He's gonna have to just do everything for the Rockets. So I think we'll see just a little bit of everything from him. So most definitely like a Luka, 6'6", for sure.
I like that. With Jalen Suggs, I don't know if he's going to be good or not, but I'm going to do like Kurt said and go a little bit farther. I'm going to go Joe Dumars. Not the point guard, shooting guard, but he plays such good defense. Yes, the playmaking's a little off there, but Jalen Suggs just reminds me of Dumars the way he can get a bucket at every area on the court. Dumars was a guy who would go off the roll, shoot the midi, but Jalen Suggs can also shoot the three. The playmaking is the only difference. I think he's a new era Joe Dumars.
I got him as Gary Payton just because their defensive skill set at the point guard position.
Go with Jason Kidd, man. He's not the best shooter, but I mean he's a leader, man. I mean he'll get guys fired up, get them involved, plays good defense, man. I got Jason Kidd, really good playmaker.
I think I'm gonna go Jalen Suggs, man. Yeah, I don't really know much about this guy, honestly, so I don't want to sound dumb or anything.
Yeah, you're good. Evan Mobley, this is something that I've struggled with because I really don't know what he's going to be. I don't know why the first name I had on the way home was Lauri Markkanen, probably because he shoots the basketball. But his defense is a lot better than Markkanen. I'm gonna let CJ say his name, but I think I agree with what CJ is gonna say more than what I just said. So I'm gonna let CJ go.
I got him compared to AD. I just think they're both really lanky. They can shoot the ball, not great, but I mean AD can, but Evan he'll get there later in his career. But both can play D. I mean they're just gonna be back down, power forward. They can score and play D.
And then you got lanky big man, shoot, grab rebounds, really good on defense. That's Evan Mobley. Reminds me a lot of Chris Bosh when he was with the Raptors in his day. Do it all.
I like that one.
Mobley, 7 foot 215, man. And he can shoot. Y'all said he can shoot.
Yep.
Who's he playing for? The Cavs?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Beast.
Yeah, see, I didn't watch a lot of college basketball last year. But he looks like a skinny little big man, like a Kristaps or whatnot, man. Get out there and shoot, grab some boards.
I like that. Kristaps. Maybe he's better than Kristaps, hopefully.
Yeah. That
Maybe not New York Kristaps.
absolutely.
But definitely better than Dallas Kristaps.
Got to.
Gotta be.
Kristaps.
Anyone got any waiver wire pickups for fantasy? Anyone they should let anyone know about? Any under the radar picks?
If you ain't picked up Dawson Knox, go ahead.
That's
I've been
facts.
hearing about
I got him
him,
already,
bro.
yeah.
It's
Go
facts.
ahead. And when Jerry Jeudy comes back, y'all
I
gonna
like
want to
that.
have him too.
Oh, before I leave, should I cut Mike Evans from my fantasy team?
Try and trade him.
4.7
Dude,
ain't gonna do it.
Blows.
Ain't gonna do it.
See, that's
I'm
the
in the-
consistency
I'm in the
thing with Mike
dynasty.
Evans.
I got Antonio Brown. I'm good over here, bro. Tom Brady loves him.
DJ, what did you say?
said I had him in that dynasty league, and somehow I still won the Mike Evans.
Yeah, it's okay.
Starting for me.
I have Robbie Anderson who drops 13 catches a game. So I mean,
Oh man, see, Robbie Anderson is probably the one you're gonna have to cut, dude. I saw
Get
way
McCaffrey,
too
get
many
Robbie
balls hit the
Anderson out of
ground,
there,
man.
bro.
I agree.
Like
with
Cooper
it.
Cup
Air.
carrying me this year, dude.
Facts. Cooper Cup is good this year.
Cooper Cup's Megatron. He's the new Megatron, bro.
Megatron, white Megatron.
Absolutely.
Is that too
It
far?
was
Is that too far? Oh god, it's been fun. Thank you, Curtis and Zach, for coming on.
Problem.
We're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. We're on YouTube. Every place you can find us. It's been fun. Love you guys. Deuces.
Yes, sir.
Be all.